This was the first time I was about to get on stage. It was one of those times where you freak out, everything in your body freezes, and you're cold and you're hot and you're annoyed and you're excited and you're scared and you're everything together, right? All the emotions that you can think about are happening to you while you're about to get on stage. The worst of it all is I had this problem of overthinking everything. So I'm not only thinking about what I'm going to present, I'm also thinking about what if it fails? What if it doesn't work out? What if all goes to hell? What if it all goes to shit? Right? And so I'm overthinking and I'm making scenarios. I'm thinking like, oh, if this will go to hell, then this is going to happen, and then that's going to happen, and then my world is going to fall apart. Or then I make up another story about, oh, well, maybe this part will go okay, but then I'll mess up this other part, and then that world will fall apart. And I'm thinking about all these different scenarios and different scenarios and different scenarios, and I'm freaking out more and more and more. I'm getting annoyed more and more and more, and I'm just like frozen in my bed, not able to wake up, not able to sleep, and next morning I have to make a presentation. It was getting annoying as hell. I couldn't sleep that night. I just couldn't, because I just kept thinking about the different scenarios that might happen and why it won't work out. So I wake up in the morning, I rehearse again my presentation, I kind of pull myself together, wear my suit, get all ready, get on stage, present. It goes okay. Some things go as I planned, some things don't go as I planned, some things seem to work out, some things not as expected, like how it happens when you're making a presentation, right? Not everything goes as per plan, like how life is for that matter. So I go through that whole process. I make the presentation, I'm off the stage, and then we get the results in line. The results are kind of 50% of where I needed them to be or wanted them to be. And I'm kind of disappointed. And I'm like, damn, now I've never been called back again on the stage, and I don't think I did a good job, and I felt really horrible about what I just did, and I really was beating myself up. And then there's this one person that was in the room. This was a very famous speaker who just happened to just pass by just to see what I was doing. They knew of me before. And they come in, and after I'm off the stage and I'm like panicking with myself, sitting in a restaurant, getting a coffee, trying to calm my nerves down and deal with my own disappointment in myself, this particular wonderful human being comes up to me and says, Ajit, that was phenomenal. You did such a beautiful job. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Ajit, what you just did was phenomenal. You did a really, really good job. I was like, but I sucked. Like, I didn't get the results I wanted. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I completely forgot about the slide, and I took the break at the wrong time, and blah, 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 blah. A million things that were going on in my head that I thought I had done wrong. And this wonderful human being goes, how did you do realize you're the only person who knows that you did all of those things wrong? So what do you mean? They went, well, from the outside looking at you, we thought everything was perfect. We thought you did exactly what you planned. It looked beautiful on stage, and you made your offer, and it looked pretty good, and everything seems fine. But because you have your internal dialogue and you're looking from your expectations lens, you're looking at a completely different picture. We thought you were brilliant. You are overthinking it. You see, we all get in this boat of overthinking everything, because our mental chatter, our inside chatter goes, well, you could do this better and that better and this better and that better. And inside, what happens is, because we have this really high expectation of ourselves, which is great to have, sometimes that expectation makes us look at ourselves as really small. Sometimes we tend to overthink the whole process, overanalyze and overcritique what we just did, what we just presented, what we just showed up as. And very often, it's not what the world is seeing. The world is seeing the perfect you. The world is seeing who you are in the truest light that you can be. And yes, you can do better. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overcriticize. You don't have to overanalyze, because what you just did, you presented, you showed up, you coached, you educated, you trained, whatever you just did was just perfect for your audience. For you, you got high standards, and that's okay to have high standards, but don't overthink it.